it seems from the reports I have, I was just following on news as well, is that he was abducted.
Yeah, and he was abducted from an apartment on Riverside.
He was abducted from not too far from here, as you say.
Yeah.
The reality, though, is that this is not the act of the Kenyan government. It's not the act of our security officials. When I spoke to my colleagues at Interior, they have informed me that they have launched investigation into the circumstances that, that surround this so-called abduction.
Yeah, but it happened on your watch.
It happened
on your watch.
It could have happened in our soil, which is indeed a regrettable development. But just to assure again that, like you mentioned during the news item, the Kenya is a safe haven for many, many people, and has been for many years, and it will continue to be so going into the future. Our encouragement to leaders, whether in government or in opposition, is that if they're traveling to our country, I think just out of good practice, it might be helpful for us to be much more accountable to them by ensuring that they inform us, and therefore we can be able to provide additional security just in case some mischievous elements take advantage of our liberties in this country to be able to carry out heinous acts.
Dr. Kizza Besigye was arrested, if that gentleman wants an answer. And the government of Uganda was in touch with the government of Kenya. Otherwise, how would you arrest somebody in the middle of Nairobi and then bring him back to Uganda, say through the airport, or even if it was by land, without the full knowledge and support of the state there in Kenya? And maybe the other questions we would pose is that, first of all, why he was arrested in Kenya, why they didn't wait for him. It depends on the intelligence information the security officials have. Maybe many of us do not consume the intelligence the people who arrested him had, because I know Dr. Kizza Besigye, like many of us, have been traveling. I have traveled on a plane with Kizza Besigye going to Nairobi. Like on the day when there were demonstrations in Nairobi, I traveled with Dr. Kizza Besigye. And we went to Nairobi and went to our different destinations, but he was not arrested. So there must be a reason as to why this time around security arrested him.